Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And we got a special game for you tonight. This one part of the NBA Cup. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Let's take a look at the numbers for Anthony Edwards.
And he hasn't been making as much of an impact with his defense as he had been earlier in the season. Steal numbers have dropped off in the past 5 games. He'll need to put a lot more effort into his defense here tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Jones. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's King. And it's Dort in at the 2. And for Minnesota, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. And it's Dillingham in at the point guard position. So, Tim, for teams off to a really slow start, there's pressure to get it together before it's too late, and there's not enough time to make it up.
Well, it's early, so teams still have time. I think some teams have been affected by injury or just slow starts by individual players. It's not too late, but you can't wait too long either.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Now here's Randall. McDaniel's outside. Reed with a screen for McDaniel. Hits it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's King. Isaac outside. That 3 off the mark. Down low, here's Edwards. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
Now here's King. We saw him with 39 points last game out. Dort finds Vanderbilt. Back to Dort. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Shot clock at 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Randall. Edwards, the bounce pass. Now here's McDaniel. Defended by Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Bucket is good. McDaniel's got 5 points so far. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Dort passes to King. Here's Vanderbilt to stop the run. It's hauled in by Edwards.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Shoots from 12. Randall kicks to Edwards. Off target from outside.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief heard from the bench. Weak defense didn't cost them that time.
Count it.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Back to Randall. Over Vanderbilt. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Dort. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
McDaniels in the post. Working on Jones. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now, here's Dort. 11 points last game. Vanderbilt gets a wide open look. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
Up top, Randall. Vanderbilt defending. Here's Randall. Last game, 26 points. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season. Outside, Dort. Back to King. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. The Timberwolves, number 1.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
Randall against Vanderbilt. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside, and he's not going to start now.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now here's King. He's in rare territory with those scoring numbers. It's not often we talk about a player averaging over 35 points a game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Minnesota with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot. Randall kicks to Reed. Pass to Edwards. It's stolen by Dort. Inside, knocked away. It's stolen by Randall. And here's Edwards from the arc. And Jones pulls it down. Last outing for the Pelicans. It was a loss to the Thunder. Outside, Dort. Drops in the tray. Dort's got 9 points.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to McDaniels. Edwards looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Nice defense from Dort.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
King, the pass to Dort. Back to King. The tray. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards. McDaniels against Jones. Here's Randall. Another miss by Minnesota.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Jones, no luck. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And he's good on the 3 ball. He has 7.
If you look up the definition of stretch big, Julius Randle, he has got great range.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Collins comes in for Julius Randle. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. There's a good screen. to the wing on the left. Edwards against King. Over Edwards. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, it's tough to defend those fall-away jumpers. That's about as good a job as you can do.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards, and the shot goes down. And now it's a three-point Timberwolves lead.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. And Gobert kicks to Hardaway. Edwards inside. He's against King. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
An already legendary trash talker and fiery competitor. Edwards' hunger to win and be an all-time great is admirable. Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Right outside. Pass to Bassie. Looking to end the run. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Minnesota making a switch here. Shannon's checked in. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's DiVincenzo.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Right, looking around. Launches a three. Here's King. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. King's got 6.
Well, I'd watch him the rest of the game because he is seeing a lot of shots drop.
Pass to Shannon. Shoots over King. Shannon, no good.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
Wright sets a screen. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pelicans shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. 1:56 left in the first. Now here's DiVincenzo. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
Outside Hardaway. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New Orleans. King's got his 5th rebound in this one. 1:16 left here in the first quarter. And he hits it to tie the game up.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Pass to Clark. Randall against Wright. Just 5 to shoot. Hardaway for 3, and Wright pulls it down. King outside. Here's Bassie. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. To the paint. Here's Randall. Finished off the break. Randall's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And recognized the change of possession and got in front for the score. Randall just a step ahead on that one.
Now King, he's got 9. Here's the turn. Yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of the possession.
Julius Randle getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what... Up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Dillingham is out there with Edwards, and it's Reed in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Dillingham with it. He's got 5. Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. Off the left rim and out. Pelicans trail by 10. King, the pass to Bamba. Chalk up 2 there. Bamba's got his first bucket of the night.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Pass to Randall. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Gobert, he's checked in for Naz Reid. King outside. Pass to Bassie. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Reed, he's checked in for Randall. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Edwards passes to Gobert. It's stolen. Over in the corner, Caruso. Pass to Bamba from downtown. Offensive rebound. Now here's King. Here's Flanders. McDaniels defending. Here's King, and he dunks it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Here's Dillingham. He has 5. Reed kicks to Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. Pelicans pull it in. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
And honestly, this is kind of what we expected. They ran up against a team with a very talented roster, and they just got overwhelmed.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Flanders. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota leading by 5. Outside, Reed. Here's Dillingham. On the line, King with the block. To the inside. Now the fast break. King with the ball.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Here is Edwards. He picked up 36 points in their last win against Atlanta.
but he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. The Pelicans making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. And we get a moment to check out the team's scoring leaders. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
So it's the Timberwolves now. They've held a 12-point lead early. Reed with a screen on Caruso. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Caruso. Gobert trying to get open, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. For Minnesota, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Free throw good, Edwards.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
There's 1:26 left in the first half of basketball. Timberwolves leading by 6. Pass to Dillingham. Out to Edwards. Releases. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Isaac outside. Good on the three-point shot.
And you just can't let Isaac get that much room to shoot it from deep. He's a very consistent three-point shooter with a fluid shooting form.
Now Dillingham. 14 points from him the last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Pass to Bamba, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's Dillingham, and again it's Minnesota. King outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Julius Randle getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Their trouble is defending the arc. It's got to be a team effort. Just one breakdown, that's all it takes to give up 1-3.
I love playing these types of defenses. I'm ready to lace them up right now and knock some threes down myself, Ernie.
All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
This is where you pile up wins and move up in the standings. But these can be trap games as well.
And that goes to your leadership, man. Good leaders keep you from playing down to your opponent.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Slim having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Isaac out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Herbert Jones. Then it's Lou Dort, and it's King at the 1.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And for all the talk, Tim, about Lou Dort's defense, how about his growth as a shooter?
Well, I think he understood to get more minutes, he had to be more consistent as a shooter. The defense has always been there, but the steady improvement has come with his three-point shooting, which makes him now an elite 3-and-D wing.
And Slim picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Dillingham. Inside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Kings got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
It's tipped. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh my, what a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. King left side. Outside, Dort. Isaac with a screen for Jones. Connects from three-point range. Jones has got 7 points.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Edwards against Dort. Now here's Edwards. D right on him. 4 on the clock. Reed with a screen for McDaniel. The 3. And Jones pulls it down.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Vanderbilt misses. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Dillingham. Back to McDaniel. Three-pointer, Randall. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
King, right side. Doubled by Reed. Dort passes to King. Here's Isaac. For the lead. Second chance shot. King left side. With 1 on the clock. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Timberwolves. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Pelicans. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
Well, they were in everyone's crosshairs, and they've actually outperformed some of those predictions. That is not easy to do with a target on your back.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Edwards. To end the drought. It's over Dort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Dort.
Oh, the shot fake by Edwards, a move we don't see a lot anymore, but it can still be very effective.
And Edwards drops them both. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Back to King. Vanderbilt with the screen. Back to Dort for the three. Cans it from downtown. Dort's got the lead up to 8 now for New Orleans. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
Jones for three. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Edwards got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Back to Randall. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Randall's got 20 points.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. New Orleans making a switch here. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard so we can see and check out some of the most feared defenders in the league. The steal leaders among shooting guards. In the 3rd spot, Anthony Edwards.
And both the hand speed and general quickness of the players on that list are outstanding. Those are the qualities you need to be an effective perimeter defender.
Well, you better be aware and alert if you've got the basketball against these guys, because they're always looking to make a play.
Here's Coleman. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Wright outside. From past the arc, drills it from outside. Wright's got 7 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. A moment now to see the numbers for Anthony Edwards. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Wright with a screen on Edwards. Wright outside. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
McDaniels outside. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Left side, Edwards. And it's King with the rebound. King's got 8 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Randall. It's rebounded by New Orleans. King's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Going inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, that will energize his teammates, going right at the defender and throwing it down.
Minnesota with the ball. It's a 14-point game. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And continuing to cough it up here. The TO's threatening to cost these guys the game.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert comes in for Naz Reid. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for McDaniels. Coleman, the pass to Wright. For Gobert. And it's Wright missing. Timberwolves have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Basket counts. Randall's got 4 this quarter.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Pass to Coleman. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
I'm not sure what he was thinking right there, but we see this in this game sometimes.
Randall passes to Gobert, and he banks in the layup.
This is Rudy in his zone, where his shot is within easy reach.
King outside. Pass to Coleman. Shot clock at 6. It's right on the wing. Sinks the triple. Wright's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Out to the wing. Here's Randall. Gilliard with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
It's Dort on the wing. Edwards against King. Pass to Gilliard. Here's Coleman. A three-pointer, no good.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Randall, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Out left to the wing. Here's Gilliard. He's defended by Randall. Pass to Coleman. There's the pick. Now Dort. Here's King. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 13. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
So both teams making some changes here. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Pass to Flanders. And here is King. Three-pointer right. Here's Flanders to take the lead. Back to right. Here's Flanders. Edwards defending. 4 on the shot clock. And the Pelicans miss again.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rear view.
The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Edwards is out there with Dillingham. And it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Over to the wing. Fires for 3. Flanders misses.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Down low. Here's Dillingham. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got his 3rd assist on the night. Pelicans trail by 6. Right outside. They set the pick. Takes it off the glass.
After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Randall. Driving, it's Edwards. And the layup's good off the glass. Edwards got 24.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from King.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Edwards with confidence.
And he was non-existent for 3 in the first half. Now he's changing the narrative.
Here's King, and he makes good on the layup. King's got 34.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Pass to Randall. This one for three. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Hilliard's shot is good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Randall passes to Gobert. Edwards against King. King with the block. Pass to Flanders. King outside. Right outside. King left side. Here's Gilliard. A shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Gilliard's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Randall with a screen for Edwards. They can't stop the run with that one.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Here's King, and that one is hammered home.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, that's an explosive move right there, and it was perfectly timed.
Pass to Gobert. 6 to shoot. And the defense successful, forcing him into a tough one. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Timeout called Pelicans. Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Hardaway. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Pelicans coach going over their plan during the last break. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Outside Edwards. Fires the three. Isaac rips down the board.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
2 minutes into the game. 2 minutes.
King left side. Jones outside. Another chance here. It's off target. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Reed hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
King inside. Oh, softly lays it in.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Edwards. That's off.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
He just wants the ball more than anybody else on the floor, and it's ending up in his hands as a result.
McDaniels fires. And trying for the go-ahead basket. Doesn't go in. Edwards against King. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Oh, wow. I just can't believe that. What a costly turnover.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards brings the double team. Isaac Reed with the rebound. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
It's stolen by Jordan, and they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Safe to say, that should do it. This is why making free throws down the stretch is so important.
So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. Huge moment in this group round of the NBA Cup. The record is now 1 up and 1 down.
And Kevin, I thought their energy and effort was outstanding. I mean, backs against the wall, and they delivered.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Slim.